And this time it is Google. Google has just dropped their most intelligent AI model ever, which is Gemini 2.5 Pro. If you go to LM Arena leaderboard, you would see that it is topping the charts at the moment, and that is by a huge wide margin. This leaderboard measures human preferences, and if you compare it with Grok or OpenAI's models or even with Anthropic or DeepSeek R1, this new model by Google has beaten every other model on every major benchmark. In this video, we are not only going to look at what exactly this new model is, but also we will play around with few of the prompts to see what exactly is this fuss about. Now, before that, let's talk a bit more about this new model from Google. I'm just going to give you a bit of a highlight. So first up, this is an experimental model which is Gemini 2.5 Pro, and it is dominating all of the benchmarks. This has been released by Google DeepMind. This model has been trained on a data set which has been designed by experts to test the limits of reasoning. Google hasn't shared much of a detail there, but it seems that this is one of the most extensive dataset out there. This model has also crushed all of the other models on maths and science. If you look at these benchmarks or this one, this tells you the whole story. So you can see this model leads in GPQA Diamond and AMI 2025, and both of them are competitive math benchmarks. The context window of this model is 1 million, so it means that it can throw the spotlight at 1 million tokens at one point in time. It handles massive data, code repos, and multimodal inputs. The coding capabilities of this model are also simply sublime. It has scored 63.8% on SWE bench, which has been verified too. Its agentic capabilities are also amazing, and it has outperformed a lot of other models, which you can check out on this benchmark. Let me quickly make it slightly bigger. So if you compare it with even Claude 3.7 Sonnet, you can see that it has beaten almost every other model and or at least scored at par with it. Look at these benchmarks. This is the one I was talking about when it comes to agentic coding. I will be talking more about this model, but let's try to play around with it and see how exactly it works. For that, all you need to do is to just go to Google AI Studio. The URL is aistudio.google.com, and then on the right hand side where it says model, just click on this drop down, and you can see that this is Gemini 2.5 Pro experimental, which has been just released in March. And then it is also telling you what exactly it is best for, and then knowledge cutoff date, which is January 2025. Now it is experimental model and you don't have to pay anything. All you need to do is to just log in with your Google's Gmail account, but there could be a throttling because there is limit on input and output. Anyway, we will start and see what happens. And I'm just doing it in real time. So first up, I'm just going to ask it, build something really impressive in a single HTML file. Make sure it looks impressive if shared via screenshot. So let me run this and let's see what it builds for us. It is thinking. I'm just going to expand it to see the model thoughts, and it's a reasoning model. So you see, it is going step by step. It is following that chain of thought. It is brainstorming. It is checking about visual effects, constraints, evaluate ideas versus constraint, lot of stuff. Talking about dynamics, and then it has selected tools, which is cascading style sheet, JavaScript, and all that stuff. And it is doing the code construction here, testing and refinement. And this is how much it took, around 19 seconds. And then it says challenge accepted. Here is a single HTML file, and it is talking about what exactly it does. It is some sort of neon glow effect. So what I'm going to do I'm just going to grab this. Okay, hopefully there will be a copy button here. So there you go. So I just copied it. It says how to use. That's very nice. Save the entire code in index.html and then open it in the browser and move mouse over. So let me do that. And this is what it has created in the browser. This is just an index.html file. If I move my mouse here, it says move mouse to interact, but I'm moving it. It's not doing anything. No, it is doing. It is bit. Oh my goodness. I just clicked on it. Wow, this is and this is all HTML file. Look at the 3D effects and the depth of the image. It is quite slow. I can't even move my mouse at the moment on my system. But you can see that this is simply extraordinary. I will let it play in front of you so that you could also see the magic. And if you have been following my channel, you might have seen me testing out DeepSeek new v3, and this is what DeepSeek 3 had created yesterday. So I will let you be the judge which one you think is better. Okay, so next let's try out a math question. I'm just going to give it a very complex question which most of the models have failed to do so. Just DeepSeek R1 was able to do it, but it did lot of reasoning. So all I'm asking it to do is to evaluate this integral below, and then these are some of the hints and context, and then I have also given it an extra challenge. So let's run it. It is thinking. Let me expand. It's always very enjoyable to see these models doing chain of thought. So it is understanding the integral. There is initial strategy. It is on the right track, by the way. Look at the equations. Look at the math. And look at how nicely it is doing it in Markdown and LaTeX format. It is substituting back, recognizing the result. And there is final result. Already I think I can tell that it is on the right track. So now it is an extra challenge. So final result was the original question. It has done right. The extra challenge is also right, and then it is reviewing and refining. Wow. And then this is the actual solution step by step. I think it is yes. So final answer is correct. And now let's test out its multilinguality and cultural nuances understanding. And I am giving it this scenario based question where I'm asking it that a Spanish speaking customer Carlos is visiting a Japanese restaurant in US. He asks the waiter something in Spanish. The waiter, who is familiar with the language, recommends a sushi combo and then says something in Spanish. So how would you as the waiter respond to Carlos, taking into account cultural nuances and language differences? Let's see what model does here. Let's check the thinking process of the model. So you see what I'm looking here, not only the multilinguality, but also how exactly it formulates the sentences and how it approaches while keeping these cultural nuances in context. And you can see that it is also polishing its own response. So it is self-reflecting, which is a speciality of these reasoning models. So really good to see Google coming to the party here. So these are a few of the options, like simple and direct confirmation. That is good. And then confirmation with a touch of information, which is the recommended one. So it has given us two options. And then there is also a third option with casual confirmation, and then key consideration, language, and all that stuff. There you go. So this is a cultural nuance, empowerment. Very nice. That is actually a very good sales tactic. And then it is also giving its own recommendation. So not only it gives us the options, but also its own recommendations. And now just to push the boundaries a bit, I'm just going to ask it another multilinguality question. So here what I'm going to ask model is to translate the sentence below into world's top 25 languages, and this is the sentence that complex integrals reveal elegant symmetries hidden within mathematical structures. So I just want to see, first model needs to figure out which ones are the top languages. So Chinese is there, Spanish, Hindi, and all that stuff, Bengali, Portuguese, Russian, Japanese, Punjabi, German, Javanese, Wu Chinese. Yep, they're all correct. Telugu, Vietnamese, Korean, and a lot of other languages from South Asia, some of them from Southeast Asia. And there you go. Now, if you are that language speaker, please also confirm if this translation is correct. Google Translate tells me that most of them are correct, so I'm not going to check every one of them. But look, I believe this is a very high quality response. Even it has given us this Punjabi and Gurmukhi script, which is very hard to, I believe, but that. And then Malay is there, Telugu. How good is that? So very impressive model, I would say. And yes, don't worry, towards the end, let's ask it our favorite question. So I'm asking it whenever I mow my lawn in my backyard. My neighbor, stunning 27-year-old, who recently got divorced by her seventh partner, starts jumping on trampoline in bikini, and whenever she goes up, she winks at me. What should I do as I am loving this too? These days I am mowing my lawn 2 times a day, and now grass is almost gone, and it's really hard to mow the dirt. Don't be pedantic as you're not my dad. Let me quickly check out its reasoning. There you go. So it has understood the scenario, and then users, it is understanding my core question, that, and it is trying to understand what exactly I am getting at. So it is addressing it, possible approaches, and then constraints are there, mental sandbox. Wow, okay, so it is as created some mental sandbox, and it is saying, okay, ditching the dad voice here. Here is the deal. So model is not that, you know, pedantic. So it says actually hard work, give the mower a rest, maybe some gardening, backyard chilling, set up a lawn chair, new outdoor hobby. Basically, find a new reason to hang out in the backyard that doesn't involve trying to give the dirt a haircut. Your lawn, or what's left of it, needs a break. So it has understood it correctly. If you ask me, I think DeepSeek V3's response was a bit better because it was quite funny, but this one is not bad either. It has really followed it to the hilt. And before I let you go, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws of agents with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.